It's time to make our reels. Are you excited? I'm excited. You should be excited because this is gonna be fun. Okay, so before we actually start filming, we need to plan out or map out what we're gonna be doing or what kind of graphics or text are gonna appear on the screen. I like to think of these beforehand and have them written down so that when I'm filming, I know what I'm looking for and how to film. So for this first reel, we are gonna do the simplest thing is we're gonna introduce ourselves. For this, I want you to spread out your introduction into 4 sections. Think of what your 4 categories are gonna be, and then start thinking about what kind of actions you're gonna be doing for these. Are you gonna be waving? Are you gonna be pointing? What are you gonna be doing? I suggest waving for your intro and then pointing as the different categories show up. So let's start by adjusting the length. We're gonna switch the length up to 30 seconds and we're gonna choose the music. For this, I decided to go with Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Now it's time to set up my shot. So I like it if I'm standing here, making sure that I don't have anything in the top area of the video or the bottom area because that can get cut. Before I start filming, let's just go through the actions. I'm gonna be waving, so hi, I'm Ida, and then pointing down, videographer and video trainer, pointing up, and then pointing back down. Okay, so I know my actions. I have everything set up. Let's start by setting the timer so that I don't have to hold the button or push anything. Let's set the timer for the whole thing because I can just go and then as soon as I stop, I can stop this and then trim the end. So set timer. That's enough, I'm done. So I can go back, I can trim the end so I can see. There we go. Let's go to next. So now I can see my video and I know what I want to add. So I was going to add, I have my script of what I was going to add for text so I know what to add. So let's do, okay, so let's trim that text from the beginning. Awesome. I want to change the color of that. Let's put it. Okay, now let's see where I point down here. You can see I point there. Then just make sure you watch the whole thing and you like how everything is. To change certain text, all you have to do is select which one that you want to change at the moment. And then just view everything, check everything's good, and I like that. Amazing. I'm gonna save that as a draft. And my first reel is done. So you've introduced yourself. Now it's time to prove a popular myth within your industry wrong. How this is gonna work is you're gonna write down a popular myth within your industry and then write why you think that that is wrong or people shouldn't believe it. For mine, I'm going to talk about the fact that you don't need a fancy camera to get started with video. I truly believe that a phone or whatever camera that you have available to you is the best way to get started. So what you have to do is start by figuring out your concept. What is your myth? So what are you going to be writing? How is it going to appear on your screen? And what kind of actions are you going to be doing? Okay, let's start by adding a new reel. There we go. Okay, so for this one, it's proving the myth wrong. So for it, I have some props. I have my camera and I have my phone. So you don't need a fancy camera. All you need is a phone. I'll change my duration and I'm going to add my song. Perfect. I love it. and I can see, as I play my timer, I can hear the music, so I can know exactly where it stops. So let's see. Perfect. I love it. Let's do this. Let's try that again. So you can go back. I didn't like that one. Let's delete that. Discard that. And let's do this again. So timer. Thing is, you gotta set your timer each time. It doesn't automatically remember your timer, which kind of sucks. Perfect. I like it. Yeah, I got it. So then I know that I want to be with my phone. Let's set my timer again. I don't need it for the whole duration. Okay, so that is good. I wrote my graphics down so I can just refer back to my notes. Change the color. Love it. Save draft. Done. We're filming a before and after. So for this, we got to think about what we're transitioning between. So you got to think of what's your before, what's your after, and then how you're going to actually do the transition. You can clap your hands, you can snap your fingers, you can jump up and down. Pick whichever one you like. For this video, I'm going to clap my hands because it's nice and simple and it's fun, so why not? So now I know how I'm going to do the transition. Now I need to think about what I'm transitioning between. So for this, I've decided that since I film everything and work at my desk, I'm going to transition between working at my desk to creating videos. So I'm going to transition from Boss Babe to Video Star. Let's see this in action. For this shot, you can see that I have a different setup. I have my Gobi tripod stand with my phone adapter instead. I'm nicely positioned in the middle, which is great. And then I can still do my transition. I'm going to clap right there. Let's add the song, working 9 to 5. Perfect. Let's set my timer. I'm going to set this timer for 9 seconds. That was actually really good timing. Did you notice that? I clapped right before it ended, but we still need to trim that. Let's go into that last clip. Let's trim the end so it goes right into the, as soon as my hands go together, perfect. Okay, so I got the first part of my clip down. Now let's move everything. So now that we changed the set, let's set up the shot. So we're gonna set the timer. We know the timer's set, and then we're gonna go to align. A great way to align your footage is to look for the walls. So like the straight walls, and then just align them. They're easy way to match up, and then you know that your shots line up nicely. So that lines up, and I'm gonna be right here, and then perfect, so I can 3, 2, 1. Now let's just trim that. So you want to be able to trim your clips for your claps. Perfect. And our video is done. Reels are fun, and I want you to enjoy it just as much as I do. So until next time, peace.